On board the derelict Earthship Solstice Drift, drifting silently near the asteroid belts of Sector 9, a 90 centimeters tall alien named Till floated gently through the corridor with a microfiber wand in one hand and a vacuum pack on her back that hummed like a purring infant glorg. She was part of the Jalthir species, a tiny, rodent-like race with oversized and twitching ears, famous across several systems for their cleaning prowess and cowardice. Not soldiers, not diplomats, just sanitation, and Till was proud of her work. When the Galactic Salvage Corps found the ancient Earth vessel, they didn't dare board it without bio-cleaners first. The humans had disappeared centuries ago after all, and anything from their era carried myths, rage-driven killing machines, meat-eaters who rolled fire, beings who once punched a neutron star for getting too close. But she wasn't afraid. Not really. Dead ship, she squeaked to herself, entering the central crew quarters. All records clear, temperature stable, no biosigns, just dust and old fabric. Her vacuum whirred as she climbed up the ladder into a bunk room. There were 15 beds here, all covered in Earth-style blankets, soft, worn, and massive compared to her. She clambered up the first bunk and began gently folding one corner. That's when the blanket twitched. She froze. Then, the whole blanket shifted, and then a shape beneath it breathed. Her entire fur puffed. By the stars! She stepped back instinctively and fell off the bunk. Her vacuum let out a loud pop as it disconnected. She screamed high and shrill, the sound bouncing off the metal walls. Something was alive under that blanket. She scrambled backward, shaking, and activated her comm. Till to base! There is movement on deck B12. Possible organism under bedding. A static-filled pause. Confirmed species? Asked a bored voice from command. It moved. I can't see it. Too big. Could be decompression gas. Calm down, Till. We've scanned the ship 10 times. 0 life signs. I'm telling you. She stopped mid-sentence as a hand, pink, 5-fingered, and very much alive, slowly emerged from under the blanket. It moved as if swatting at a dream. And then a voice, dry and cracked but unmistakably human, whispered, 5 more minutes. Till-S heart stopped. It was a human. Alive. Back at the orbital station, alarm screamed. The moment Till's footage hit the relay, the Galactic Council's emergency division lit up like a supernova. Dozens of analysts gathered, watching the blurry video of the bunk. Can't be real, muttered one. That's a Class H relic. No human should have survived this long. Didn't they all vanish after the Ark War? Do we engage? The answer was unanimous. Observe only. No one wanted to poke a live human, especially not if they were the kind that legends warned of. But Till, she didn't get the memo. She peeked back into the room. The hand had withdrawn. The blanket settled. And then a face rugged, beard overgrown, one eye half open, and the other locked directly on hers. They stared at each other. A full 10 seconds of silence passed. Then the human croaked, "You're new." She dropped the vacuum and ran. 30 minutes later, Till sat in the medical bay of the orbiting command vessel, trembling and sipping nutrient paste. Across from her, the human, now properly clothed in worn Earth Navy fatigues, sat eating an energy bar like it was his first meal in years. Because it was. "My name's L.T. Harris Monroe, Earth Colonial Navy," he finally said. "Ship was hit by a plasma storm. Cryopods failed. Somehow mine held. Sort of. How long?" Harris blinked. "By your dating?" 416 years. Silence. He looked around. "Guess we lost the war, huh?" Till nodded. "The war ended. Earth never responded again. We thought you were extinct." Harris chuckled weakly. "Nah, just sleeping in." News of the reawakened humans spread like wildfire. Species that once waged war against Earth went into panic lockdown. Armies were put on standby. Treaties rechecked. Hidden alliances triggered emergency clauses. One human. One survivor. It was enough to terrify the galaxy. But Retil didn't fear him anymore. In fact, she brought him tea on the second day and asked him questions. About Earth, about music. About pizza. He answered them all with a nostalgic grin. And then, on the fourth day, she asked, "What will you do now, Harris Monroe?" He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "First, I'm going to find out what happened to Earth. And then, he stood, shoulders straightening with military discipline. Then I remind the stars who we were.